I opened the door, King was at the edge of the bed. I went in to give him a kiss and he bit me. I was just traumatized. This is Creo. I adopted him when I was 18 from the Humane Society, and this is King. I adopted him when I was 21 from a hunting camp back in Florida. Creo was diagnosed with lymphoma around New Year's. James and I made an appointment for him to cross the Rainbow Bridge on January 21st. I went to a paint and sip class to celebrate one of my girlfriend's birthdays. We went to dinner, had some drinks, went to the paint and sip, had some drinks, and then we went to a bar after and had some drinks. So I had a lot to drink. Hung out with Creo on the floor in my living room for like 20-30 minutes. Meanwhile, James was in our bedroom sleeping with King. I went to go to bed. I opened the door, King was at the edge of the bed. I went in to give him a kiss and he bit me. It was that quick. It was like, it all happened in like 5 seconds. He bit the tip of my nose and the top of my lip. I, as you can see, did not get any damage to the bridge of my nose or to my nostrils. It was all just soft tissue that was bit. Get in the ambulance, we go to the hospital. I think we got there around maybe 12:10, so it is now the 19th. 9 a.m., I met my surgeon, Dr. Rai. He was the surgeon on call. Thank God, I got very, very lucky to have him. He gave me 2 options: skin graft, which would result in having like a flat, thin piece of skin over top my nose with no room for improvement, or the forehead flap method, which is what I did. That's what he said. If I were somebody he loved or a family member, that's the only surgery he would do. So I was like, I trust you, let's do it. I still stand by my decision. But when I got out of surgery, I was like, what the hell? And I think it made my bite, I'm not downplaying the bite when I say this, but it made it look a lot worse than it was. And I didn't even know that I still had my bridge because it was hidden by the flap, right? So what they do is they cut here, take the vein from here and flip it over. They do that to give the tip a blood supply. It needs its own blood supply to survive. So a lot of people have asked, why didn't they take it from my cheek or somewhere with no hair? Because it had to have this vein for the blood supply, and because my forehead was too short to take it just from my forehead. Had it been flipped over, it would have only reached here. We needed it to reach all the way down here. So we had to go into my scalp. Fast forward, it's been like 3.5 months and I only had 2 surgeries, the original and then the separation surgery, and this is how we're looking. So like incredible process. Went to surgery at 11 a.m. I got out at 1, I think. And then I was discharged from the hospital that same day around 4 o'clock. Was out of it for days, which was super unfortunate that Creo, we still had his appointment on that following Tuesday. So I had my surgery on Sunday, and on Tuesday I had to say goodbye to Creo. So that was just a really, 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 really tough time for me because I was just traumatized. I had no idea what I was gonna do with King. Then I decided to get trainers involved. I'm like, I've had this dog for over 10 years. I can't believe that this happened, but it happened so quickly. It happened without